Prophetic Messages from the Lord, 10th of January, 2016. The first series of prophetic messages comes from a sister by the name of Lana Vosser, and it begins, there has been a very strategic assignment against the pioneers coming into 2017, those who are forerunning and pioneering new lands, new pathways, new strategy from heaven. This strategic assignment has come against with giants raising their ugly heads again to do whatever they can to intimidate and cause the pioneers to withdraw and to not move forward. The very reason that there has been such turbulence, such heaviness, such confusion and dread coming against many of the pioneers is because, pioneers, this is your destiny year. You will not know the terror of the night anymore, but a freedom, healing, and shift that will take you deeper in a relationship with Him and release the perfect peace that is yours in Christ. Pioneers, doors are going to open to you in 2017 for your destiny that are going to be greater than your wildest dreams, bigger than what you have ever expected, and the provision will be more than you have believed for. This is in accordance with Ephesians 3, verse 20. You have paid a big price to pioneer and forerun in all the ways the Lord has asked you to. I feel the Lord's heart is moved by your sacrifice and obedience. The Lord is going to add to you in 2017 above and beyond what you have given. He is going to restore more than was taken. I saw a spirit of division that has been attempting to divide the pioneers, to cause lone rangers and bring misunderstandings and offenses. I felt the heart of the Lord to continue to do whatever you have to do to move towards and stand in unity. For where there has been division, as you do what you can and what He is leading you to do, there is not only healing and restoration coming, but I saw multiplication. I then heard the words, I am coming to multiply. The Lord is coming with great increase for the pioneers and provision and breakthrough and a vision and the teamwork. I then heard the John Maxwell quote, which states, teamwork makes the dream work. Keep fighting for those who are called to run with you. Keep fighting for unity. The Lord is going to strengthen, heal, and increase. I also saw the Lord bringing greater support networks to pioneers. 2017 would be a year of significant networking to see the dream and vision extended further than you could ever imagine or dream. Mountaintops await the pioneers and forerunners. I heard the words, mountaintops await, and I saw a lot of the pioneers and forerunners have been in the valley and trenches a lot in 2016, fighting to simply keep the vision alive and to make it through the year. I want to encourage you that there are mountaintops before you in 2017, mountaintop encounters with Jesus, mountaintop vision, mountains of provision, opportunities that will open up with such great favor, it will literally be living the dream. And mountaintop experiences as the Lord opens up doors for you that you have never dreamed of. You haven't even begun to see what He is up to. You will be marked with joy in 2017. You will know joy upon joy. This is your destiny year. So much of what you were created for is going to open up this year. 2017 will see an ease and refreshing coming over you as the grounds you have toiled and plowed that have been so hard are finally going to spring to life with abundant fruit. You will see the fruits of your obedience over many years in 2017. Recently, I heard the Lord in an excited way say, spring cleaning. I could feel His heart so excited by the precious work that He was doing. The spring cleaning was full of the anticipation of the new that was before the people of God. As I was pressing in, seeking His heart on the spring clean, instantly a vision opens up in front of my eyes. I see Jesus standing before huge boiling pots in the shape of hearts. Yet as I looked closer, in the middle of this heart-shaped boiling pot, I saw the words flowing in a pot full of liquid. Mindsets, lies, and wounds. The heat was increasing so much on these boiling pots that it began to bubble and bubble. But what I noticed was I couldn't see beyond the top layer of the liquid. This thick, almost dirty, crusty layer was forming on the top of the liquid. As it came up more and more, The Lord would use his hand to scoop off this gunk. I knew he was dealing with the hearts of his people in such a deep way. Every time he would remove the gunk, he would then breathe into this liquid, and I would then hear the words, "There is hope in the spring clean." It was like life and hope and encouragement was being breathed into this pot. This process kept going on and on and on until less and less gunk had come up to the surface. I then noticed that the liquid was gold, such a pure gold like I had never seen. He spoke again. "I am refining you as pure gold." For many of you, you have felt the intensity of the heat in this season, bringing things to the surface. You have felt my pruning hand, but keep your eyes on me, for there is hope in the spring clean. I am extending you, healing you, restoring you, and breaking harmful mindsets as I breathe upon you. This fire and heat will not kill you, but bring you to life and ignite you with greater revelation of truth of who I am and who you are. My word will come alive in you like never before. You will come out looking and smelling more like Jesus. Embrace this process and relax. Know that there is hope as I am preparing you for greater scope and adventure. You are not going to die. You are coming alive. You are being prepared for the next step of this new day. You will step into more than you could imagine. And as you embrace me and what I am doing, I am strengthening you and setting the foundations in you for longevity. For the past few weeks, I have been sitting on a word the Lord gave me, and it is around the subject of favor. The Lord spoke to me and said that favor is now showing up in the most surprising and unexpected ways and places. The Lord spoke to me that the favor that He is now releasing upon many will come seemingly so far out of left field. Many will be stunned and awed by what He opens up. He then began to speak to me about Mary in Luke chapter 1, verse 30. And it says, "The angel said to her, 'Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God.'" God interrupted Mary's life with his plans and favor. Likewise, in this season, there are going to be divine interruptions of the favor of the Lord in the lives of believers that are completely unexpected and in the most unexpected places. The way the Lord interrupts your life with great favor may feel bigger than you can expect. It may seem completely out of your box. It may feel scary and it may feel stretching, but do not fear. Know this, the Lord has prepared you for this, and you have great grace. You have the grace for the favor and assignments that He is opening up. The way He interrupts is going to lead you into your destiny and knowing abundant life in the most glorious of ways. This shower of favor in the unexpected ways and places is going to require a deep trust and dependence upon the Lord, but He is not going to let you down. He is with you. He will go with you and has gone before you. You have all you need to walk in the favor and assignments being opened up before you. I asked the Lord why He highlighted the story of Mary in this release of His favor, and I felt Him say that her life of surrender and purity was a platform for His favor. And Mary said, "Behold, the bond slave of the Lord. Be it done to me according to your word." This is out of Luke chapter 1, verse 38. The Lord's eyes have been roaming the earth looking for the surrendered lives, the hearts of purity, and the ones yielded to Him. Those who have said yes above everything else, despite the weariness, despite the hardship, the trial, the tears, the pain and pressure, they have not left their yes. You are about to know showers of favor and increase. The favor of the Lord is not something to be earned, but I believe in this season, the Lord has been highlighting stewardship, heart intention, and purity of heart. He has been teaching the body of Christ in a deeper way about living a life so surrendered, living a life that is all about Jesus and Jesus alone, the true north, Jesus as our first love. He is teaching the body of Christ about living a life where the favor of God is attracted and drawn to. The key being the intention of the heart. Not living surrendered and trying to steward well to gain favor, but living a surrendered, yielded life, always crying out with a yes for Him to deal with our hearts for one reason alone. Because we love Him and want to glorify Him. That's it. From that place, we are now seeing that this is the season where the seeds of the secret place are sprouting. Seeds of the secret place shall be sprouting. I saw many of God's people living so deep in the secret place. They were living so low in His presence, so surrendered. While the storms were going on around them, the pain, the trial, the opposition, they stayed nestled in the secret place with Jesus and continued to sow and sow. In fact, in the hardest moments, they sowed double the seeds of faith and worship to Jesus. In the hardest moments, they were even more intentional to minister to Him. The seeds that have been planted in the secret place are now sprouting forth. They are coming alive with abundant harvest, and the showers of favor are increasing. Continue pressing deeper into knowing Jesus. Keep pushing deeper into His word and His promises. Keep living your life from a place of ministering to Him with your worship and lay down life with your yes. May we all echo the cry of Mary's heart when the Lord interrupted her life with His unexpected plans and favor. And Mary said, "Behold, the bondslave of the Lord. Be it done to me according to your word." The next series of prophetic messages is a compilation of messages, all combined into a consolidated format presented to you. The Father says, "There will come a time when all will see, hear, and know the truth. Even your greatest judge and accuser will have to be humbled to what they have said and done against you. I want you to focus on where I am taking you and not what is still to be resolved fully. You can move on even when others scream objections. If I am for you, then who really is against you? They will not stop what I am doing in your life. They will not influence where I take you either. I have not consulted them, nor asked for an opinion. You will have finger pointers and slanders in your midst. They will disagree with you and look to stir trouble. And nothing has changed since the time my chosen vessels in the Bible walked this earth. What you face is what all have dealt with before you. I will heal the land before you. I will heal the crevices deep within you. When I get finished, you won't even remember the names of those that balked at you. They will move on to their new dilemma far away from you. A ravenous dog will always look for the fresh meat to dig into. I will deal with enemy and friendly fire alike. Do not lose your identity in the fog. See a distraction as a distraction and not necessarily something for you to ponder or address. When you are doing what I have asked you to do, no one else deserves an explanation, so don't worry about constructing one. If they walk in my spirit, the revelation will come to them. If not, they will sit on the sidelines and watch me bless you over and over until they can't take it anymore. What you lend to as being important will be fed for the positive or negative. You are going to receive the prize, so that is where your attention should lie. The stars in the heavens shine so bright that their lights will reach you regardless of the distance. You are like that star. You shine bright even when you forget that you were created to shine day and night. Many have thought that their sins have dirtied up the light, limiting the reach. They decided there is no hope and gave up trying. Beloved, listen. The cross was a one-stop solution for all of your needs while on the earth. It is not a one-time fix either. The power of the cross and the resurrection are your keys to having and living a prosperous life. I have not left you without a way out of every pit you can imagine. Come back into my arms. Let me clean you up and put my best on you. If you believe that you have already overcome, it will push and accelerate you through your now moments into the full truth. You are able because Christ is in you. When you deny that you are able, you are really denying that Christ is. You are one. You will come out stronger and more equipped if you allow the process to mold and shape you into His likeness. You may not see the correlation between what you are going through and what benefit that it will have, but in my hands, all will yield fruit beyond imagining. 2016 was not a wasted year. Many of my people are complaining and murmuring like an ungrateful servant. You are not a servant nor slave. Your alleged setback was merely a preparation time. Like a bow is pulled back by the master archer, and at the right time the arrow is released towards the mark. 2017 is your year of being released into the atmosphere that has been bought in by my presence. You are the finest handcrafted arrow that no amount of money could buy, purely priceless. Worship at the well. Many come to the wells of life looking for ordinary water that will meet their immediate thirst. Many of my people have that same mentality about spiritual matters. You are only living in part of your potential when you merely see yourself as flesh. You were first created as spirit, and that is where you will tap into all that you were created to do and be. To deny half of yourself will limit your perspective of everything around you. My living water will nourish and quench the thirst that you have long overlooked. Allow your spirit to soar, and it will. Welcome my spirit into every nook and crevice in your surroundings. I am accelerating those that are hungry to dimensions never before seen. The supernatural did not end in the pages of my word. Can you not do even greater than those that came before you? Ears that are filled with the dead works and faith will not hear. Faith is not about seeing, but just believing. Many say that they hope for something, but have no faith behind it in reality. How can you get from one side to the other if only one leg moves? Partial action is not action. Partial faith is not faith. What do you believe, and what do you believe that you would take full faith and action to? Will the Red Sea not open up for you too? You have not because of what limits you think there are, but none of this is your true reality. Living in a land of metaphors is fine, but I am calling you into the world of let it be so, a place of the literal manifestation of what was not, coming to be what now is. This is your portion. Hear me, this is your portion. My bride is a supernatural bride today, not 1,000 years from now. Do not quench the Holy Spirit. Before there can be unity, there will be a great divide. I am taking those that cling to me beyond the known realms of today. Those that do not believe in the I am and fullness will sit on the sidelines and watch me do the impossible with my true uninhibited followers. You have not seen anything yet. Just watch what I do next. Did you count your chickens before they were hatched? Who did you leave in charge of those chickens? When you are in my will and plans, what has been decreed over your life will come to pass, but you have a part in that coming to be. You are to be active participants in what I have for your life. Many are sabotaging themselves and not even aware of it. I will at times make you wait and wait and wait. Are you serious about my path, or will you wander off to fill your own hands and desires? Abraham walked off to do what only I could do for him through another way. The price can be very costly. I may not give you another option when you do on your own. You must be trustworthy in the little as well as the much. I had to test him further with the promised son, just so that he finally saw the man that I had created him to be. Your vision of who you are is the biggest stumbling block to your success. People will tell you who you are, and you will even have an opinion, but I know the full you in every aspect. I know if you will remain teachable before me, or if you will quit when the going gets too tough. The choice is always in your heart to decide and come back to me. My will is to always redeem, restore, and renew you until the end of your time on earth. I will do nothing with a wishy-washy mentality. One day on fire and the next they are beyond lukewarm. I will provide all that you need. I will give you strength, comfort, encouragement to stay the course. People may doubt that I will come through for you, but what you believe is what matters. Get off the mindset that everything has to be instant. I am not subject to a clock. Release the illegitimate timeline that you think is oh so important. When you do, you will find promises come to be sooner in and around you. You are looking for a turnaround, but I say look for me to turn it completely upside down. The schemes of the enemy are turning upside down and toppling into the ground. Those that are going along with the evil will be going down as well. You will be handed the victory, but do not gloat. Keep a humble and merciful heart. Wishing for calamity to befall someone changes your heart and mind against my commandments. Wish them well, and let me take care of the justice. Go on with what I have called you to do. For life is indeed short and a mere vapor in the wind. You are more than what has happened, and you have so much more glory to discover on a road not yet traveled. Keep your hands clean, and you will walk over anything that comes your way. Character and integrity are a vital aspect to who you are becoming. People know you by what you display day in and day out. Moments add up to represent your reputation. One moment of anger can change or delay the course that I have laid out. There is physical exile, but also spiritual exile. There is nothing more the enemy desires is for you to take yourself out of the running. Be mindful and use great wisdom in your daily dealings. I am the map of your life. Many look at the map the first day and go off on their trail, never checking back to the map to ensure they have not really lost their way. They believe I am behind what they are doing because it seems godly, but I am not behind it. It has been forever since they heard my voice, and they have yet to notice the silence. You must come to me daily for our one-on-one time to be recharged and be assured that the course is still correct. Remember, the path is written in sand and not stone. My people build monuments to their grief and pain, but I would have them turn around and leave them. My beloved spends hour after hour each day in pain, but I would have you tell them that they are invited to enter into my presence instead. Tell them I am their deliverance, and they need no program. Tell them I am all that they need to heal them. There are no steps to take save into my arms, no understanding necessary, for their healing is not in their own intelligence. Tell them I see them go to their altar, but this is not what I want for them. Tell them to come, and I will meet them. Tell me something I cannot do. Tell me what I can't give to you. Tell me when my hand can't move, when I can't provide and take care of you. Tell me when there is a day I no longer rule, when I am no longer Lord of you. I tell you, there is no day that you will bow your head, fall in defeat, and be shamed in your faith. Satan will regret he took on my beloved, for surely I prepare her for great victory today. There are many who make grief and pain their identity, their badge of honor and way of thinking. They use their pain to barter with me, and their grief has become a ticket to purchase honor in their own name. They have wandered far from me. I will no longer endure their broken cry in the wilderness. I am going to get them and bring them back healed. Their cry will turn to one of gladness. Their hearts will abound with joy of freedom. There is no truer wisdom than to accept and receive from the only one who has power to give. You are precious to me. You are like the reflection in a cool, refreshing stream. You are quite the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. You are one step closer to realizing your place in eternity with me. Remember to only speak my word, and my word is my wisdom. If you speak your own opinion, people will always argue because everyone sees their own wisdom in their own opinion. If you speak my word, they will either hear you or they won't, but there will be nothing for you to argue. I am the place you belong as you walk through this world. Let me be all you need. Let me be all that is in you and all that you seek. Let your hearts be filled with my love, my peace, and my power as you walk in your place with me. Let me be who you run to in your every need. Let me be the place where you rest and find peace. Let me be the joy that you embrace. I am the answer to every question, the revelation that satisfies your need for understanding. Let the love I place in your heart draw you closer to me. Let it be all you need. There quickly comes a day When at a glance the world will see who belongs to me, and you won't be received. Let your eyes see you belong to me. Let your hearts be perfectly content in me. You will go about as one glowing, filled with glory and peace. My face will shine on you, and everyone will see. Do not let your hearts be troubled that you are separate from them and not received. Let me be all to you, and let the sons of God be revealed. What I have called you to is the greater thing, greater than raising the dead, greater than any healing. What I have called you to is being in me. I have called you to the place of living and breathing and being in me. What I see, you will see. What I think, you will think. What I say, you still say. What I say will come directly into being as you speak and agree. This is why in me you are filled and complete. You are called to one accord with me. You are surrendered and emptied, and as you yield, I fill all things. My word comes to pass, and it is in the end of all promised things. You feel what I feel, you hear my intention, and your heart melts with dread. But I tell you, you are protected. You who are wearied, as you worry about many things, I would have you set your heart on me and be at ease. This is the day I call you to come home. In your heart, in your mind, in the deep, come to me and be settled, for I am where you live. I want you to know you are loved and live under my watchful gaze. In all things I call you to rest in my care. It is not for you to worry about things and wrestle with them. I did not call you to the wrestling mat. What you see does not take away your peace, and neither can it give you peace. In all things you face, I would have you walk in certain confidence in me, which is your faith. I am leading you now to answers to the questions you have desired for me to answer. I am leading you to solutions to the issues you have prayed to me about. I am leading you to revelations that have been held back until now. Dig deep as I lead you, and I will reveal mysteries to you that you have desired to know. Time is running out. I am granting hidden mysteries to my children who show themselves approved. You are fighting a battle with weariness, and your strength feels as if it is gone. When you are weak, then I am strong. Ask me for the additional strength you need. Rest in my presence, and I will renew your strength. I will lift you up in a new anointing that will carry you through. The battle goes on, and you will have strength to fight another day. Yea, greater strength than before, for I have decreed it. You walk in the time of the end, and I have made a way for all my children to remain strong in me. Rest, my children. Rest. Come aside with me, and I will refresh your spirit. Take time for me today. You say I am your Lord, and if this is so, you will make time for me. If you make no time for me, then I am nothing to you. Come aside with me. Declare your love for me. Worship me. I am waiting for you. I am calling forth gifts in my people now. These are new gifts that you are unaware you even have. You will feel these gifts rise up within you when I place you in situations where they are to be used. Be very diligent that you do not take the glory for these gifts, my children. These are end-time gifts I have held back until now. They are to glorify me and to help more souls come into my kingdom. Obey me and be blessed. You are torn between two things, yet you already know which I have chosen for you. Release the other one to me and watch what I will do, for I shall exceed every expectation. Men plan their ways, but surely I direct your steps. When you submit to me and my plan for your life, you are extra blessed for your obedience. Do not hesitate when you know what I am telling you to do. Pray, trust, and obey. Obey me in all things, and be blessed. The reaper stands with the four winds. A great harvest awaits. Take time now and consider all these things, for as the clock ticks, there is still much work to be done. Many now see the harvest and separation. Good and evil both know their places. As I pour out my spirit knowledge and understanding, the enemy will continue their attack. Be strong, I have prepared you. My angels now in position. The dark army hides their faces from me. But know them but I know them. Remember these things I have taught you. Wear the full armor. The dark ones cannot pierce it. The reapers I am sending out amongst you. My elect, you are ready. You were bought with a price. If you were not worth everything that I had, then I could justify not investing more time into humanity, but you were and you are. It is time to put to rest the notions that I am not satisfied by what was done through the cross and resurrection. If all you see was a moment in history that moved you from the future of hell to heaven, then you are missing all that was really done on your behalf. Take my hand, for I am taking you on a wild ride of discovery. Drop at the door all preconceived notions about what is and what is not. I am starting with a fresh and clean slate to give you new revelation and new third heaven mysteries. My truth over time has been altered until it no longer rings the full truth. You are the generation that I am working with now, not the people of yesterday and a time long ago. My power is available to flow in and through you. My wisdom and knowledge for the people of today is what is being released. I have not finished talking to mankind. However, could I have told you everything that there is to know by now? Your own human volumes expand second by second. A kingdom that has been since the beginning of everything surely has an infinite number of volumes to learn from. Open your heart and mind to all that I will show you. My people are going into new realms and experiences. What used to get you in and out of these areas in the past will not work this go around. You must accept the new. The Bereans accepted the gospel and new covenants, whereas the Pharisees would not. I am taking you to never before knowns. You must be willing to let go of wrong thinking and incorrect teachings. The plumb line is in your midst. Focus on the goal. Do not let the noise distract you in this hour. It is just an illusion and mirage to shift you off of the promises that are about to manifest. Smokescreen after smokescreen is rising up. You have the power and authority to blow my winds over every problem that comes. Do not stop moving forward, for the land you are to seize is just ahead. I will place in your hands the long-awaited and even more anticipated promises that you have held onto no matter what has come against you. The rewards are yours, and no one will deny you from what I have commanded for you. Get your celebration glasses ready, for the toast is for you and all that we have walked through together. You have done well in seasons that had elements that could have taken you out completely, but you stood your ground. The mountain is your place of honor, and you arrived there by my hand alone. Look at your surroundings and take in the victory, for we will be moving on from here soon. What you have learned, stretched, and grown from will be deeply needed in the coming months and years. You are more ready for what is to be than you will realize at first. Remember in the moments that you are not who you were in the past. You are stronger and more capable for any and every assignment that falls into your hands. Changes are coming fast over the next 8 months. You will feel overwhelmed and dizzy at times, but keep looking up, for I have all of your concerns taken care of. You will not need to think if I will come through, for even before you knew to ask me, I already dealt with the issue. The obstacles before you are being crushed under the weight of my glory. Like a steamroller, the path has been made smooth as glass. This is a glorious time in my kingdom. Many choose to waste their time wishing for a different kind of life, filled with all sorts of aspects missing in their current circumstances. When you do that, you are forsaking the brilliant life that I have already constructed. If you choose instead to join and co-create it with me, you will find the hidden elements of beautiful surprises all throughout your days. Cannot I turn around what you are certain will never shift or change? Your mind is the block. Some of your greatest gifts and blessings will come out of moments that you would rather remove from the storyline. If you haven't put it in my hands yet, how will you know what I will do with it? No, It was not my desire for you to go through waves of struggle or tragedy, but am I not the keeper of your days? Will I not come through to destroy the schemes of the enemy? Will you trust me fully without complaining or doubt? The condition of your heart matters, and I will put my healing balm on all of the war-torn areas. You will become more than what you would have if these battles never touched your shores. Let me have all that sorrow, and I will throw it as far as the east is from the west. You may not be able to change what happened, but I can give you an outcome that will fill you with joy unimaginable. I can, and I will do that for my beloved children. I am the God of the impossible and improbable. I created you out of my own imagination and set your feet down to do the unbelievable for my glory and honor. Your purpose is in my hands, and I will use you for the greatest of exploits if you would just accept that these are my intentions always. There is nothing stopping you in reality. What you see as limitations, I see as a chance for me to show up and show out on your behalf. Never underestimate what I will do in your life. You have rivers of living water flowing in and through you. You have access to aspects of my spirit for every need internally and around you. This living water will do what you command it to do. Your faith will ensure the manifestation into the natural. Your hands are not empty, and you must decide to see your situation with expectation of my supernatural answer. You will receive in due season. You have carried guilt from the past because you thought you acted against my honor. People have believed you were in sin, and you have also believed this as well. My child, I am resurrecting those moments to show you that even though you thought you acted wrongly, you did not. It appeared you were doing out of your flesh, but the outcome was part of my plan from the day I spoke it over you. Just as Rebekah worked and positioned Jacob into receiving the firstborn blessing, it was I that spoke that Jacob was to walk in that favor before he was even born. For Jacob I loved and Esau I hated. You are like Rebekah and Jacob. You took action and the outcome was criticized as being sinful. I am healing you and clearing your mind. I am setting the history books straight and restoring your inner peace. Before you decide to carry guilt and shame, come to me for restoration and revelation into the whole story. I know the unseen and will bring the hidden into full view. I love you, my beloved. I do not desire that you live a life less than joy and overflowing abundance. Freedom and healing is your wonderful portion. Do not waste a single day living in a pit. You are my royal sons and daughters, worthy and highly favored. Things are not as they appear to be. To those who stand in faith, what you wait to receive is very near. To those who have come before the righteous judge, you have been heard and your affairs are in order. To those who have sown and wait to reap, you will be astounded by the generosity that you are about to see. You who desire my grace and blessing, you are beloved to me, and you are in good standing. All is not as it seems to be. There are a great many blessings coming, and they come upon you speedily. Trust the work that I have done in you, for you are in my hands. I know what you have need of in the coming days, and I am giving it to you as you wait and trust me. We have different objectives, you and I. You want what you can see. I want what you can't. I prepare you for your place in eternity with me. You are my masterpiece, and to me you are beautiful and precious. I will give your bones strength, and you will have the agility of your youth return to you beyond the capacity of your years. I delight in you and have enabled you to run your race. You will delight in your complete healing as you see the work of my hands. You face something in your life that is a great challenge in your peace of mind. You face this each day and you become frustrated because you feel as though you have failed. You have only failed if you give up on your confidence and belief. Stop removing your faith and re-examining it. By what standard do you say that you have failed? By not seeing the result you desire where you have been challenged? I am seeing no such failure in your life. I am seeing you build your most holy faith built on me, and I did not fail. Your challenge is to believe what you don't see. Stand therefore, I say again, stand in your most holy faith and receive. I would be remiss as a parent if I gave you what you did not have the faith and discipline to receive. It would be like a fluffy blanket you lay down with instead of the strength to walk in the ways of my kingdom. I call you to much greater things. Lay aside the notion that faith is something you receive. Faith is the product of my presence in you. It is the footprint that I leave. Faith grows in the confidence you have in my love and my lordship as you yield. Faith is the power to see the things poured out for you in me. Faith is calling into obedience every thought you choose to think. Faith is the power of my love in you that calls my will into being. Lay aside all that rises against the intimate knowledge of me. Cast down every thought that denies my lordship and your confidence in me. Put aside the things that weigh you down and embrace my love for you. Let flourish that simple trust in me that I have placed in you. It is time for you to receive. Like a tree shooting buds in the spring, you will be adorned with fruit like the abundance after spring rains. Where once you were gauntlet and lean, you will see youthful exuberance again. Where you have been soft and weak, you will now flex with youthful strength. You will be filled with delight in this season, for it is your springtime, time to receive. You will see things you thought you would never see as delight after delight comes to you in a steady stream. After many years of waiting, this is your year of jubilee. The prayers of faith spoken by my beloved are like lights, showing where my power moves in them. They point the way to my intentions and are a beacon illuminating them. The power of my kingdom stands behind them as they speak my word and stand. My word does not come back empty-handed, but goes before them as they receive what they have said. Your breakthrough is near. It does not come to you, you come to it. You are as I have called you to be. You come to your breakthrough beautifully, and you come to it quickly. I have placed my delight in you, and soon you will delight in your freedom. From your days of struggle, you will remember trusting in me. Throughout your days of freedom, you will glorify me for all to see. From the deepest place in your heart, you will always walk with me. You are filled with my fire, and I call you from the deep. You withhold grace and forgiveness because you are angry with someone. In your thinking, they are reaping what they have sown, and you are justified in your response. But you have wandered, and I say this to bring you home. Just as they are now reaping, you are sowing. You are my intended, and I want better for you than this. You must go in my strength alone and not in your own. In your own strength you are vulnerable, and the enemy sees you as a target. In my strength there is nothing to fear, and there is nothing that will bring you down. In me is your every defense, and no evil will befall you as you go in my presence. Do not lament that you have no strength. I give you my own to stand in. You have a high calling, and you have been through much preparation. Through all the pain and rejection you have endured, I am making sure your calling and election. I am making secure the bond that binds you to me. I am setting you apart deliberately. What I do in you will soon be seen. You will be settled and perfectly secure in your relationship to me. You will receive the gifts and healing you need to complete your calling. When I say you are called to me, I mean that you are exclusively for me. Do not be impatient and do not weep. I do a perfect work, and I am not 1 minute late. Soon you will see clearly the kingdom to which you are called, and there will be only joy in you as you bound forward. I give you something only I can give, and you are not to worry about it. I build in you a sureness of hearts that will withstand any wind that blows against you. There will be such confidence in you that no one will dare challenge or come against you. I give you this to set you apart, so that I will shine through you. You will know on a deep level what I speak to you. You will stand like a marble pillar, and many will be drawn to me through you. In a steady stream they will come to you, the battered, uncertain, and broken. You will impart to them my assurance and strength, and be to them a beacon. If you knew just who you were, you would also know how much you are loved. You would be so generous of heart, so free of care in this life. You would be filled to overflow and then be filled again, but you don't yet know just who you are or just how much you are loved. So I have set about teaching you to know and to see and to understand. You will grow up nicely like a tree beside the brook. You will be as the fatted calf, spoiled and full of milk. I will remedy your condition with a generous, healthful look at just who loves you, my dear child, and just how much. What the devil stole, I will give back to you. What was ruined, I will make right again. What was taken and seemed irretrievable, lost and broken, I will make a path for you to be paid back double. I will make straight the crooked path, and I will make it easy to walk. I will set you in your place. I will fill you full of the ease and comfort of love and grace. What was stolen was your place in me. What was broken was your heart without me. What was lost was eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart that beats in sync with me. What was lost and irretrievably broken was your perspective of who you belong to, and just how much he loves you. What I gave was his love for you. What I return to you is far more than what was stolen. You are now restored to him, and we will be closer than a mere walk in the garden. Your hearts will beat with mine in deep understanding. You will be restored to better than what was stolen. I will give you special strength, you who thought you needed someone else to stand with you and help. I will be who stands with you. I will be who gets you through. You who thought you could not stand, you will stand stronger than anyone else. You will walk each step with me and hear my voice and sing with great understanding. You will do more in the coming days than stand. You who thought you had no strength will bound like an elk and run a great race. 2017 will be a year of great kingdom building, and my people must put in the work and build, even through the problems of 2017. They must put in time for me and be about my business. Those of you who are ready to work and have gotten your building materials, this is your year to build. And when you build, you will see great works for my kingdom. I am always looking for laborers. The assignments I have called you to do will take off like a rocket if you put the work in. Rise and take your place, and draw closer to me. Spend time with me, and I will sup with you. With Jesus as your chief cornerstone, the gates of hell will not prevail, and you will succeed in advancing my kingdom. Let the conflicts within you go. Release them to me, and I will determine the outcome of each. You are burdening yourself needlessly, for I have already gone before you and ordained how it shall be. Your part is to obey me. Fear not, only believe. I am taking you a different way than you expected, and it is causing uncertainty within your soul. Do not feel uncertain, for new paths and new challenges help you grow in all things. I know where we are going. Do not be afraid. Embrace this new path in your life. I am raising up a new people, a people of miracles, signs, and wonders, a people who will believe me and my word and do many mighty works in my name. Beware, my people, for those of you who will believe me and believe my word, those I do these miracles, signs, and wonders through will face persecution like never before. The enemy raises up a people too. A people full of hatred for all the things of me, a people more zealous than before to stop my gospel in the earth. My enemy shall not succeed in stopping the gospel in the earth, but the battle shall rage fiercely. Many of you will see it, as evil fights against good. Evil shall prevail for a time, but then the end comes, and all that is evil shall be destroyed, as my word declares. A gentle breeze carries the sweet fragrance of blossoms. In the distance you can hear the melody of the harpists and angels singing, for on this day I am sending my angels out to guard my chosen and sealed. The battle will be fierce. You have dreamed of this day and seen visions. As my spirit is poured out, many mysteries will be revealed. Open your hearts now to my understanding. Your eyes will see and ears hear amazing sights and sounds as we come to the end of all things. Do not be afraid. I have sent messengers to warn you. All will know I am the Lord. All these things must come to pass. Take time in your prayer closet to pray. You are worthy to escape. All will pass away, but my love for you will endure forever through all eternity. Declare my will be done, my kingdom come. You have much more power and authority than you know. Speak, declare my words, command the mountain to move. To those who are one with me, nothing is impossible. Have I not said that I am with you, that I am in you? We are one. Prophesy, my children, declare my will be done. What is it that you have need of? Is it not my will that your every need be met in abundance? Speak it, declare it. Can you agree with me? If you believe, it shall be done. Whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth is loose in heaven. Am I a man that I would lie to you? Why do you doubt and fear like the people of this world? Am I not your all in all? What is too hard for me? Declare my will be done. Expect to see the spoken word manifest. Do not be moved by the lies of your enemy. Stand firm. It is my delight to give you the keys to my kingdom.